What's going on? I hope you guys are having a good day. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. I'm going to talk about Tilray Stock. Tilray has become my favorite stock of the week, of the month, maybe my favorite stock of all time. Tilray is a cannabis company. The stock has exploded. I've been talking to you guys about Tilray for a while. I think I started talking about Tilray when Tilray was around $14 a share. Tilray is now at about $72 a share. And if you go back and look at some earlier videos, we've been talking about this company for a while. We've known for a while that cannabis was going to blow up. And I'm going to break down some of what I'm seeing and what's going on here and some things I've noticed on the Black Financial Channel. So hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button. We're going to get started right now. Okay, so welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. Also follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. I put a lot of updates on Instagram, so make sure you follow the Black Financial Channel at the URL and also on Instagram. So let's talk about Tilray stock. How many of you have bought Tilray stock? Give me a yes or no in the chat. I never gave investment advice. I never tell you what to buy and what to sell. But I do share every now and then, things that I'm noticing, stocks that I'm enthusiastic about. Tilray is a company I've been talking about for a long time, and I felt good about the company because I feel good about cannabis. I felt good about the moves that were being made in the industry. That industry is going to grow. I think we're still in the early stages, and so I've been a Tilray guy, and a lot of the reason that I jumped into Tilray was because I noticed a long time ago that the options premium were very high. And I like to sell stock options, and that's something that I think is a great way to generate income on your portfolio without actually having to sell your stocks. So basically, that was what drove my interest in Tilray. And to be honest with you, a lot of analysts weren't sitting around saying that Tilray was going to be the next Tesla. They weren't sort of, saying, oh, yeah, Tilray's it. That's it. A lot of the analysts were kind of lukewarm, especially given that the company had hit 140 and then it plummeted actually super low to maybe around, I think when I started jumping in, it was maybe $10 a share. And now it's last time I checked, I think it hit $72 a share. I mean, that's been insane. And I'm happy. I mean, Alicia, she gave me a whole lot of kisses. The three stocks that we jumped into that I've been talking about for a while that have done really well lately are Tilray, Jumia, and Workhorse. We've been talking about all three of those for a while. Those three have been killing the game. And if you are a person that happened to follow along, you're probably doing well. Say something in the chat if you're doing well. I love it when Black people are making money. I love to see you doing well and doing better. So say something in the chat if you're making money. That'll help me with my self-esteem. And so, by the way, some of you are asking about stock options and how they work. I have a master class that I did with the students. A lot of people liked it. So if you want to go take a look at the recording, go to stockoptionsmasterclass.com. The URL is right there on the screen, stockoptionsmasterclass.com. Hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button real quick. Let me show you a screenshot of Tilray. I'm going to give you a screenshot of what Tilray has been doing as of late. It's been pretty impressive. And I'm going to give you some insights in terms of what I also see to say that maybe this isn't over. I'm not here to predict the random walk hypothesis, which is a theory in finance that we talked a lot about in graduate school. The random walk hypothesis says you're not supposed to be able to predict where a stock price is going. But I was that annoying student. Not only was I annoying to my white professors because I was the only Black man in the room. I was the only Black man actually in the entire country to get a PhD in finance during the year 2002. Black man or woman. There was no African American anywhere on earth that got the PhD that year. So I dealt with a lot of racism. But also, I didn't believe some of the theories. And one of the theories that I questioned on a regular basis was the random walk hypothesis. And so basically that theory says that this isn't supposed to work, that what I'm doing right now, what we're talking about right now, isn't supposed to work. I don't believe that that's true. But I don't sit here and sort of arrogantly say like, oh yeah, like I know what's going on. We can all predict this. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get into that either, because a lot of people that tell you that they can predict the stock market are lying to you. They're just lying. Right now, everybody looks like they're a genius. Everybody looks like they can do it really well because everybody's making money. Making money in the stock market is like shooting fish in a barrel. And I've been telling you all for years, for like over a decade, I've been saying that the stock market is the number one driver of wealth in America. And some of you see it, right? So I'm really happy for those of you who see it. Those of you who are scared, I don't know how to help you. I think you need a therapist, right, to get you out of that fear, because fear can become a prison. So here's Tilray. So here's Tilray on the screen. As you can see, the stock, I mean, it's been sick. It's been absolutely sick. And I'm super excited about it because I had a more than substantial stake in this stock. And you see, I mean, if you bought this stock maybe, what's it, February? Was that February 8th? Sorry, that's not. Oh, that's 5 days ago. Sorry, this is the 5-day track of this stock. So 5 days ago, this stock was $25 a share. Now it's trading, actually it says 63. It's not trading at 63. If you look at your Robinhood app right at this moment, on February 10th at 5 p.m., at this moment it's trading about 72, 71, 72. If you go back a month, you can see what it looks like a month ago. 6 months ago, you could have bought the stock for $5.29. $5.29. If you go, this is year to date. This is a year ago. So you see that if you go back 5 years ago, though, you see the stock has had better days, right? So a few years ago, 2018, a couple years ago, 2.5, the stock was as high as 140, 150, and then it plummeted. It kind of went down to dirt. So I can understand the hesitancy, but now you see that the stock is coming back to life. And let's talk about why it's coming back to life based in my view and why I think that there might be more to this. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. And also, I encourage you to get your kids started on economic training. Have them learn economics at an early age. We actually created custom-made workbooks and flashcards from financial experts who are Black, and we made these specifically for Black children. The URLs on the screen is financialworkbooks.com. That's financialworkbooks.com. So feel free to take a look. And I'm actually doing a college tour right now today. That's why I was kind of out and about. If you follow me on Instagram, which is The Real Boyce Watkins, you'll notice I took a picture with Alicia, and we were on at the Milwaukee School of Engineering. And we have a 17-year-old who's about to go to college and everything. And so we're in this building. And the building was this big, beautiful building that was donated by this guy. It was called the NVIDIA building. NVIDIA is a chip maker. That's actually another company. Actually, ironically, if you're in the Black Stock Market program, you might remember we talked about buying NVIDIA stock. And so anyway, the NVIDIA building, I was asking about the building. The building was $34 million. The guy that gave the building was the 6th employee of NVIDIA. And I said, okay, that means he's probably rich. And one of the things I sort of explained to him, and I'm sharing the story with you because a lot of you have kids, and I want your kids to be successful. And I told him, I said, the people that have the most money right now are the people that understand technology and business. Like the engineers who know business are making more money than a lot of other people. The richest man on earth right now is Elon Musk, who's an engineer who knows business. The second richest man in the world is Jeff Bezos, who's an engineer or who's a tech guy who knows business. And so I told him, I said, when you go to school, study engineering, but also study business and entrepreneurship so you can scale your earning opportunity, right? Like forget about these $60,000, $70,000 a year jobs. There's so much more money out there. And it's not about getting the money. It's not about being super rich. It's not about being, like a billionaire. I don't care about that stuff. If you want to do that, that's fun and fine, but that's not what it's all about. It's about freedom. It's about, you think about this, right? And I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, but you'll know how I do, right? Every tangent I go on, I promise you that there's a reason for it. And I got to share this, the stream of consciousness. But they talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, those are the inalienable rights of every human being. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Well, what does that mean? Life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Well, we know what life means to some extent, even though some people are alive, but they're not actually living. A lot of people die at the age of 25 and then they don't get buried until they're 70. They die at 25, but they don't actually go to their grave till they're 70, right? But they're literally the walking dead. You saw that in that movie, Soul. Soul kind of jumped into that a little bit. But then liberty is freedom, right? As a descendant of slaves, you have known your whole life. You've heard the word freedom. A lot of people don't know what it is. A lot of people think they're pursuing freedom, but they're not. Freedom is pretty much doing what you want to do. A lot of wealthy Black people are not free. But then there's pursuit of happiness. Well, what does that mean? That means figuring out what's going to make you happy and pursuing that, right? Well, the question that you must ask yourself is this, and this is where your parents might have fooled you when they taught you how to be a slave. Remember, I told you, I don't think the government's ever going to give reparations for slavery, but they've always been giving you preparations for slavery. right? They'll never give you reparations for slavery, not anytime soon. Maybe one day they will, but they probably won't because they can barely afford to pay their bills. But they've always been giving you preparations for slavery because of the way they prepared you in the school system, which prepares you for slavery. They prepare you for slavery with media. With psychological slavery, they prepare you for slavery with that student loan debt you took on to go to college, right? So you may not get reparations for slavery, but you've always gotten preparations for slavery. Well, one of the things that the preparations for slavery did to you is it took away one of your inalienable rights, which is the pursuit of happiness. Because I want to ask you this simple question: how do you pursue happiness if you're at your job all day? How can you pursue happiness if you're sitting around at a job that you hate all day long? Like you can't pursue happiness if you got to go work at Burger King all day, or if you got to go work at the factory all day, or you got to go be at the corporate office all day. So you can't pursue happiness. Like you might say, happiness would mean a nice vacation. Happiness means being at home with my children. Happiness to me can mean going to the gym, but you can't do none of those things. You can't pursue happiness because you got to go to that damn job. Right. So what I'm talking about, and this is why this is something I'm going to do something deeper on this. And this is really something I'm sharing. I'm sharing this point really for the young people, especially, and for those who are mentoring young people, is we got to get rid of the whole conversation about professions. Stop talking about like, what profession are you going to be when you grow up? Right. I'm not saying you shouldn't have professions. Right. There are professions out there, but defining yourself by a profession is a very limited way of looking at the world, because at the end of the day, what are you trying to do? You just got to pay your bills so that you then have the time and the ability to pursue your happiness, pursue your bliss, right? So I told the 17-year-old, I said, yeah, okay, sure, go to college, make good grades, whatever. But just know when you're 40, nobody cares what your GPA was. Nobody cares really what your major was. Nobody really cares. A lot of people don't even care if you went to college. I don't even ask people. Alicia and I are both college professors. I got people that work for me. I don't even know. If you ask me if they go to college, I can't tell you if they went to college. I can tell you that they can do their job, but I can't tell you they went to college. I don't give a damn, right? I said, but then what you do is you go make enough money so you can pay your bills so that then you can pursue happiness. And paying your bills might mean having a little business that just makes you maybe some small amount, $5, $8, $6 a month. Boom, you're free. Boom, you have hit the jackpot. Now you're free and you can go live your life, right? So anyway, let me just jump back into this. Okay, so hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to do a deeper conversation on this, but this was literally something that came to my mind today. And when it comes to my mind, I share it so other people can have it, so I don't forget it and forget to share that with you, okay? So by the way, some of you are asking how to get started investing because we were talking about Tilray stock, and I'm going to go deeper into Tilray in a moment. But firstsharestock.com. If you go to firstshareofstock.com, I have a free training there on not just how to buy your first share of stock. I explain all that in about 11 minutes, but also you get on our email list where you get free access to free information and free programs from the Black Business School. So get on our email list because we're really, really good at teaching Black wealth better than I think anybody on earth because that's just what we do. All right. So here's the thing about Tilray. Cannabis is going to open up. The cannabis industry, it is inevitable. It's going to happen. The only thing more easily predictable than the rise of Bitcoin right now, like Bitcoin, the rise of Bitcoin is literally like watching. I would say it's like watching a train wreck in slow motion, but it's not a train wreck. It's like a money crash. It's like a money blast, like in slow motion. Literally, literally, like watching crypto. And watching Bitcoin pretty much is one of those things. I'm pinning it up here for you. Firstsharestock.com if you want to see it. Literally watching Bitcoin is the easiest thing in the world, where I literally believe that in a year from now, I'm going to be doing videos about how Bitcoin has crossed 100,000. I'm literally prepared for that. I will be blown away if it doesn't happen. Like I literally feel like it's the easiest thing to predict in the world. The second easiest thing to predict in the world is, or maybe easier, is the growth of the cannabis industry, the legalization of cannabis. It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. There's too many studies coming out about CBD not being a healing agent and being good for you. All these CBD products are out there. Right now, the industry is somewhat fragmented because there's no sort of consistent federal guideline on this. It's going to happen. And right now, all these states and city budgets are blasted where they need money. So why wouldn't you legalize cannabis to generate billions of dollars in tax revenue for your state? So Tilray is just, Tilray's at 72. When I started buying it, it was probably about 10. I wouldn't be surprised if Tilray goes to 3, 4, 500, but not just Tilray though. It's not just about any particular company. It's about the industry as a whole. Tilray, who knows, but Tilray may not survive. Maybe Tilray won't be the big player in that game, but cannabis is coming. It's happening. That industry is happening. So what's happening with Tilray is a very big deal. I don't see why it would ever reverse anytime soon. Now, here's the next thing about that. I did see something today. This is fascinating too. I'm gonna watch how this plays out. Where the Reddit Wall Street Bets guys have started talking about Tilray too. Now, again, on this platform, we were talking about Tilray 2-3 months ago. Go back. There are videos back there where I was talking about it. And also, if you're in the Black Stock Market program, that was one of the. I have a section called "What Dr. Boyce is Buying," where I tell you guys what I'm buying every week. I literally remember mentioning Tilray because I bought it and I own a lot of it. And so what's happening now is that now the Wall Street Bets guys are all into it. I think this could turn itself into a pump and dump. And that's a very dangerous situation, but it's an opportunity to make a killing. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I'm not telling you what to do. This is not investment advice. This is just me telling you that I'm watching where the wind is blowing. I believe that the Wall Street Bets guys are going to get excited about this stock like I am. I'm excited about the stock, but then again, maybe I'm excited because I made money, or maybe I'm excited also. I'm also very excited because you guys made money. I see you all in there. Like I know some of you, even when I say this is not investing advice, I know some of you, kind of follow along. And honestly, I don't think following me is a bad idea. I'm not a stupid person. But I know that they're super excited. And I can really see the stock just doing crazy things. It already started going bananas. It's in the 70s now. I wouldn't be surprised if they pump that sucker up to to over $100 a share, 150, 200. Now, here's the thing about a pump and dump, which I'm not a fan of this. This is not investing. This is more trading. The reason I don't like pump and dumps is because there's always a sucker that gets body slammed, right? There's always somebody who buys too late and they lose a lot of money. Investing can become a zero-sum game where when you make money, somebody else is losing money. Just like with GameStop, there were people who bought GameStop at $400 and something a share. And so it becomes this really dangerous game of musical chairs. So what I would just say, this is not investing advice, but this is my philosophy on this. Greed is not good. Being greedy usually will kick you in the butt. I believe it's okay to say, you know what, I got my piece and I'm out. So for example, when stocks get really volatile like that, the value of the options tend to go way up. So I like to go sell the stock options where I'm still going to make money, but I'm not going to get all of the upside, right? So I missed a lot of Tilray upside actually, because I sold options at 20, 25 and 20, $24, $25 a share back when $25 a share seemed like it was a big deal. Right back when it was like trading at 18, I'm like, yeah, I'll sell the option with a strike of 25. Then it shoots up to 30. I'm like, man, I could have made more money, but I got mine. Right? I got enough, right? And I think one important philosophy about investing, in my view, is that there has to be, a point where you say, I made enough, right? That FOMO, fear of missing out, like, oh, I gotta have every penny all the time. I think that's just a game I don't think you can win. Like Michael Jackson, you say, you can't win, right? You can't. That's not a game you can win. So figure out what enough means for you. And just know that when you decide what enough is, you're protecting your money, but you're going to miss out. Sometimes you're going to miss, you're going to see some money that you could have had, but getting enough, it should be enough for you, right? I'm not telling you how to do it, but I'm just telling you how I approach it. That keeps me from going crazy. So, but I think there's going to be a pump and dump. I'm going to follow Tilray very closely. I'll do some more videos on it on the Black Financial Channel, theblackfinancialchannel.com. Make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Instagram also. I'm going to put the URL up on the screen so you can have it. Let me see. I can't find the URL, but it's the blackfinancialchannel.com. Don't forget the THE. And we're going to keep talking about this. And also, I do have a Black Stock Market program. So if you want to try it out, the first month is free. And basically, it's not just an exhaustive curriculum on all the things you need to know to be good with stock market investing, but also there's a section called What Dr. Boyce is Buying, where every week, every Sunday, I go in and I talk about stocks I'm buying that week and the stocks I like. And then also there's a way you can actually send me questions, and I answer every single question that every single student sends to me. So feel free to go take a look. The URL's on the screen, theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So anyway, I'm out of here. Let's see how it goes with Tilray. And, I think this is going to be real exciting. It's going to be a real crazy week for investing. So hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button. I'm out of here. And thanks for listening. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Peace.